My name is Kine Michelle Bruniera. I am a I'm educated in documentary photography with the specialization in analog photography. And I started with analog photography because during school, the first year I had a teacher who just said my pictures were horrible but never told me how to make them better. And the second year I got this teacher and she told me that I had to work on light. Immediately when she saw my pictures, she was like, you have to work on light. And she borrowed me, which I still can't understand that she dared to, her Hasselblad 500, which is a medium format analog camera. And I borrowed it for a month, and it just changed my whole perspective on photography, that photography can also be art and not only documentary. And I also met somebody who told me I had to photograph not what I see, but what I feel, which has I have that on a wall at my home now, to remember it all the time. And so I did documentary photography for a long, long time. And I loved it, but I just felt like something was missing. I wanted to do more. I felt like photography in itself wasn't enough. I needed another medium to be able to convey the stories I had inside me. During my residency here, I am working on a project that was supposed to be on women's rights and LGBTQ rights, but while being here, after a few weeks, I realized that that was too much. It became too much to do in such little time, because a month is a long time, but it's also very short, it goes fast. So I decided to split the project into 2 chapters, and I'm focusing while I'm here on women's rights and in particularly the abortion rights. And a lot of it has to do with how I see that the Catholic Church affects politics in this country, in Poland. And so I in some way will see how later. I want to explore how much power the Catholic Church has on politics here, but also how it affects women in this country. A few years ago, I started evolving my art to be multidisciplinary. I did installations and sound work, and I want to bring that into the project here. So it was supposed to be a portrait series. It's not going to be that at all because people are not coming forward. So it's going to be like I talked about, I'm going to try to get plants that are used for abortion. I'm going to which was really interesting to find, and I found that with my curator here, Agatha, because we were talking about abortion, and I remember that when I was in Algeria in the desert, I was shown this fruit that looks like a watermelon that was used by Bedouins for thousands of years to induce abortions. And I realized okay, that might be a way that has been done here. So that's why I visited the botanical garden here. I also realized people are traveling to have abortions, so I want to make a map and to try and hear those voices that are not being heard and that are not daring to come forward. I want to make this website where people can send in their stories 100% anonymously and tell where they're going and how they're doing their abortions. It's extremely important to me that I'm doing a project about something that is illegal. I don't want people to get hurt. That is so, so important to me. I want people to feel safe when they come forward and be part of this project. Because I can leave. I'll go back to Norway and I'll be safe. People still have to live here and live with this reality.